Beside me, the former England scrum half, taken Manatulangi more than 11 years. Owen Farrell, he went through the of his two vice-captains, Ellis Genge and Jack Knoll, but the England coaches, Alex Coles, his third test in the third. The Springboks have been forced into changes because of the unavailability of players. We know Cheslin Colby, Makazole Mapimpi and Kirtley super sub. Will Stewart wears 18 again for England. Familiar face to both teams, particularly South Africa. He took charge of South Africa's first ever defeat, beat New Zealand at Nelspruit in the Rugby Championship. The stakes high for both teams. England have won just twice this year at Twickenham. A failure for Evan Roos, and he's stripped. And look here at Sinclair. Inside the Springboks. Another one for Stewart, and that is very uncharacteristic.
That's a gain then of 35, 40 metres. That the 8 had a different idea.
This test match, the last in the Autumn Nations series, though now nursing a calf injury, and
game 12 months ago, almost to the date, 18 pens England gave away, 7 of which South Africa kicked, and that's why the club.
This relationship with Manatulangi, going back to the days when Richard Cobb, African second string, played at Welford Road against Leicester, and Tuolangi. Oh, that was neat from Itoje, and then Park de Klerk on 7 on the opening weekend in defeat by Argentina. Point in the stands, somewhere around about the Africa of South Africa, I would suggest. Well, it's good about South African rugby. Comes through the hands of Billy Leroux. That went up very high for England, but it's all a bit untidy. Arendse just got his fingers to that, but we've seen too many knocks on. Tommy Freeman.
Last week, for his first 73 minutes anyway.
We had a test match to forget last week, but Eddie Jones returning faith.
Again, another thing, the scrum half just whaps it into the number 8's feet, so actually England could go. That's
the England captain opens the score. Willemse, who started off the season playing at fullback.
Alex Cole strapped to the side of the scrum, needs a big game as well. This is sharp learning curve for that guy.
Weeks. Oh, that slapped on, but slapped on quite well.
Watch this now, he's left the ball. He isn't.
De Klerk. That meant for Kirtley Arendse. Away comes. They go for something here. Leroux with a little chip ahead. That's meant for Etzebeth. Oh, it's still an awkward one. And in the end,
power game, when you know what the South Africans do best is come at you. One out, it doesn't really matter.
After Klerk. Straight through that time. Is in test match rugby. Well, despite the dominance of the Springboks in that World Cup final.
Leroux was a tremendous player.
The arm is out though from the referee. Yep. Well, after Klerk. It's a free hit here for the men in green and gold. Well, it's got.
It's about to Banambi, Khaleesi. Well rehearsed. It's over the try line. Can they get it down though?
Khaleesi, he needs to actually just drop before that line. As soon as he goes,
chases it himself. Rather mistimed. Pimpy. Now this is an awkward one for Marcus Smith, but it's set up quite well. De Klerk goes to the air. Mapimpi chasing. Stewart there.
Referee's given this from Stewart. There you go. Accident.
For a moment, thought he was looking at a possible turnover. Russ with another carry.
He carries well, doesn't he?
Getting test match here at Twickenham. Back here, the attempt at the drop from Willemse. And it's on target.
The 22, he's outside the 22, come away with points. Yeah.
An acrobatic catch. Tester here for Willemse. Good step. Arendse on the right. There goes Arendse. And Arendse. Look rather silly. Well,
this. Okay. Well, my word. Just Colby, eat your heart out. He's...
And they're off and running again at South Africa. And there's Aronson. Dialindi was calling for it, but that's would you believe?
Of course.
But we saw in Genoa. Here's Khaleesi. Being held up by Itoje.
Not here.
No problems. Well, in all honesty, it's been an England first 40, which was, or has been, just as inert. They have the try, and what a scorcher it was. Half-time at Twickenham. The Springboks lead England.
Yeah, Eddie Jones hasn't messed around. They need to lift England in the physical aspects. Actually, they need to lift all over the place.
Okay.
40 minutes remain. Another false start. Jack Noel, always easy to spot with that bright blue protective headgear. Back here to Willemser, an attempt at another drop. Well, he struck it very crisply again. It was written in South Africa this week that...
That's two that he's done now. There's a bit you can just see to Beth on the left there as this ball sails high into the Twickenham sky. Dissects the posts.
At Twickenham. In that respect, it's not dissimilar to last week. Marvin Orri.
He just goes straight up. The lights
goes to the air. Well, that was a spectacular catch. His best. Here's Marcus Smith. Van Portfleet. Johnny May. On to Tuolangi. That was good to...
And that's not the first time he's done it. What's this?
At lock. Well, Tom Curry was told to leave that. The arm is out now.
They score.
Buff de Klerk. Billy LaRue with a cross kick. It's meant for Mapimpi. Well, for England, it's Tom Curry. And Tom Curry, there's Buff de Klerk, Damien Dialindi. They're within told to get his hands off it. And South Africa have got the try.
Well, 3 tries before that. His 4th try. He's lucky not to go down to 13 because they're giving so many penalties away, or giving the referee opportunities to penalise them.
Yeah.
South Africa will feel now. Oh, and the spill there from Vunipola. Van Portfleet goes the other way, though.
Knock on White. Back.
See, where is he?
No,
He's
go,
outside.
Guys. Let's go, please.
Ben Youngs has to come on as he did last week.
In this third quarter.
They go for a pen here. There you go.
The arm is out. I think there was even a little knock on there from Buff de Klerk. Never has. And he struck that very, very sweetly. Replaying an advantage. Here's Ellis Genge. Gets a chance to run. There's a little skip. Farrell at the bottom there. Secured possession. Here's Cowan Dickey. Farrell. Driven back. Marcus Smith. For England. And there they are again. Curtly Aronson is away. Got one man to beat. Can they kill England now? That was quite a pickup from Malcolm Marks.
He knows, he knows, he knows.
Well, this is another twist. There's the pickup from Kwaka Smith. Tom Curry for the men in white. There it is. Van Portfleet goes himself. A sprinter waiting to leap out of the blocks.
Johnny Hill's the wrong man to do.
Dialindi repels him. Back there to Slade. On there from Farrell. Stewart. What? Once again, you can see the Aronson on defensive detail. There's Farrell. The offload to Ribbons. Dialindi there with a cross kick. Stewart is alert to it. But we'll come back for the penalty. Kick pass meant for Noel. Noel gets through the tackle. Kwaka Smith comes across. The tackle. The referee's let it go. And there goes Farrell. From Khaleesi. Now England do get there.
Lo and behold, again,
and Farrell has made it worth 7.
initially right into the midfield looking for people, and then I just said, well, go. Again, it's easy, isn't it? When you get a good, quick ball, over he goes. The Clerk is there, you could have carried him off by now. Short round with Will Stewart, just come in. It's the showman. What a player. What a player.
All or nothing for England. Jack Noel just having to break his stride there to go back and gather that. 2 tries. Manatualangi. Oh, and then it's lost by Slade. Did that go forward? The referee
With a little step, a little sleight of hand. See, that has gone forward.
Hendrickson on here to Willemse. Willemse tries to grub it through. It ricochets.
Okay.
Referee urging South Africa to play it. Here's Hendrickson. Hendrickson pokes it through. Diolindi's trying to get after it.
It's got to go 5 metres.
Once again, Mostert was there, and it's Tuolangi.
It's given you your smallest. Look at him. How big is he? In a land of giants, in a game of giants, he's turned the game on its head. He is a superstar.
And that in itself, a metaphor for this Autumn Nation series for England. Here's Slade. Oh, and that doesn't even go to hand. Not much has gone right for England. That man won't give up. There goes Stewart presenting it. There's another Leicester Tiger, Ben Youngs. Tom.
England's total is at 13. The Bokkers given 12 away, but there again, they were down to 14. That's
not a great way to finish the match there for Manny Libbok. But a depleted South Africa. Final score at Twickenham.